trade recap from yesterday. I took a trade on gold. It was kind of poor for me. I broke one of my rules because normally I'll take entry on like a 1 hour candle close outside of a fair value gap, but I didn't scale down to the 15 minute, and I took an entry on 15 minute. Valid entry. Just valid entry. I was just a couple hours early. It just reversed. After entering, hit my stop loss. Kind of consolidated in my zone for a little while, and then moved down to TP1. And then after TP1, it reversed back through my stop loss. But I would have hit TP1 and at least set price at break even. So it is what it is. But yeah, so I risked about 0.7. So I'm still up on the account by 0.14%. So basically, we're break even at the account. But yeah, we're gonna go into today and tomorrow and the rest of the week and see how it goes. But yeah, I'll probably screen record something on my laptop and show you the actual trade that I took, and then we'll go from there. But yeah.
Alright, so this is where we get to. So this is the account status. We're pretty much break even on the account, and this is the gold trade. So let's scale up to the 1 hour, show you what I'm seeing. So might look like a bit of a mess, but if we jump on daily time frame, this is what we got. So I was kind of on fuck off. I was kind of like bullish and bearish, I can't lie. Like, I didn't know if price closed below here, then I was going to short, but that's what I tried to do. But I think in these kind of economic times, it's probably better to be bullish on gold because it's more like a safe haven currency, so people are going to like flock to it if there's any geopolitical tensions. And there's going to be increased geopolitical tensions like in the next like year or two. So I think gold is just going to go through the roof. So I'm pretty bullish on gold. So let's show the trade. So we had a sweep of 50%. So I was like, all right, calm. Bear in mind, we got a reaction over here. We got a close below this low. Then we got a reaction. So I was like, okay, we're coming back up for a retrace, and then we'll enter off of the retrace to come back down to here. I was here on charts. I was like, this looks good. Scale down to the 15 because it wasn't going to close on the 1 hour like early enough. Like there was still like 15 minutes left on this candle when it was coming out to close. So I was like, I don't really want to miss this trade. So let's go down to 15. Got a close on the 15. Had entry here. Entry on this white bullish candle. Then price just slowly consolidated up through to my stop loss. Kind of tested a bit more of this range, but it was just ranging. Then came down to TP1. I would have set my stop loss at break even here. And then it reversed and hit my stop loss again. But this is my entry for today that I'm probably going to take. We got if we get like a 1 hour candle close above this fair value gap, then I would like to see it break these highs out of this big consolidation range here, break through this fair value gap, react off of this one. We'll probably take another entry here, and we'll long back up to all-time high. But I think that's what we're on the next couple days and weeks, because I think gold should just be pretty bullish after the crash, and then I think people will just flock to gold. Well, we'll see, but I think that's what's likely to happen. But anyway, that's the trade recap. Probably going up on YouTube. We'll go up on TikTok as well. Probably go up on Instagram as well. I'll probably just keep posting content to all three as we go. But I don't know if I should. I'm thinking about posting more like my weekly analysis and my thoughts on where price is going to go, Don't know if you lot would want to see that, but that's something that I could post. I mean, I literally do my weekly analysis anyway. Like, all I got to do is just record myself doing it. Um, what else was I thinking of doing? Thinking of creating some TikToks on just some general trading information, or like, what else? What else aside from trading information? Like how I learn, where I learn, tips, tricks, anything people want to see really. I just want to post content that people want to see, but I don't want to really post content that people don't want to see. Because albeit I'm doing this for myself, like as a journal, I'm also doing it so people can get more of an insight into what I get up to. Because I feel like it's kind of interesting. Um, people, I think people should know a lot more, in my opinion, about what's happening financially and economically in the world. Because I mean, the biggest driver of the world is money, pretty much. So, and money fuels a lot of things: wars, crisis, anything, innovation, technological advancements. It's all funded by money. Money runs the world. So, I think everyone should know about what's going on, especially tariffs, because these tariffs have been fucking up the market, fucking up. But yeah, we'll see what German 40 and NQ1 are saying as well. I don't think there's any reports on any new tariff announcements coming out today. I need to double check when they're coming out though. Might be some more after the US slapped China with an additional 54%. Yes. Nice. Everyone's just going to go in the bin. But it's interesting. I'm quite interested in just keeping up with how other companies are kind of responding to this news. So, for instance, Apple has now announced they're probably going to be moving a lot of manufacturing to India. So, like Foxconn, the big Apple producer in China, they're trying to like reduce dependency on China for trade, and that's quite cool because the Indian tech sector is going to like has been taken off, and I think a lot more companies are going to flock to India now because India's still got a massive working aged population, similar working conditions and working laws and regs. So I can't see why, and it's still cheap over there. So I think people are going to move a lot of manufacturing to these other developing countries like Indonesia and countries like this that are really growing, like Nigeria. And I think in the next like 10, 20 years, we can see a really big growth in Africa as well. Really big growth through China and hopefully through the US. I do hope the US invest in Africa because if you have all this Chinese influence in Africa, it's not good because it's not balanced. I feel like you need some westernization going on, especially in African countries that are very undeveloped. Like I feel like you need some westernization going on just to sort of stabilize the culture. Because if you have constant Chinese influence, then it's going to become pretty Chinese. I don't like you're westernized for like being like the influence of the Chinese, but yeah, I think it's pretty key. So I want everyone to kind of just let me know what they want to see. And obviously some people watching this have no idea about trading, so obviously you can't really comment on what you want to see. But if you know what you're talking about, or if you don't know about trading, you just want to see more like what I do day to day instead of just actually trading. I don't mind doing that. But yeah, I just like posting, so I don't really care. Just waffling to a camera. Like my trade recap was done time ago. I'm just still talking to the camera for no reason. Literally for no reason I'm talking to the camera, talking about like tariffs and like the economic world. And it's just waffle, but I like doing it. So yeah, just let me know what you lot want. And I'll get uploading. I'm gonna start doing trade recaps at least 24 hours. Just like the maximum time I give myself now. Once I've taken a trade, I've got to make a trade recap in 24 hours. So I'm gonna be a lot more prompt with that. Weekly recaps also gonna just keep pumping out every week. Yeah, and along with anything else that you lot might want. But yeah, I'll sign off there.